Everybody, it's Diane, and today for your weekly business tip, I'm going to show you the DBWS and how you would go in and use the resources that are there, and specifically how to upload one of your cards or one of your projects and add some information so people could get a link to it and purchase the supplies needed for your project. Then you can take this link and put it on your website. So I know that's a lot of information to take in, but I hope when we do the demonstration, this will make a little bit of sense. So let's take a look at DBWS. Now this works if you have already signed up for the Demonstrator Business Web Services, or DBWS. There's a couple ways to get to the portal. I've just bookmarked stampinup.net, and so I have that here as on my bookmarks as DBWS login over here. And so you go in, you put your username and your password and click login. And that will open it up. Sometimes takes a few seconds here. And then we're going to kind of see the landing page first. You'll see your name at the top, your title, and the country that you're in. The first page that you get to is the home page, and you'll see this is where link generator is, and we can talk about that. This is where you go in to do some work in your calendar. But what I want to look at is under business. So I'm going to click business, resource, library. In the library, there's a marketing toolkit with all kinds of downloadable images from Stampin' Up, and they're in various categories. Then there's some help resources here, but I want to show you the My Files section. So we just click on that, and these are all the projects that I have put on my own DBWS and that I have links for on my blog. So I'm going to open another window to show you what these actually look like. These are the different resources, and I'm going to add a shareable and show you how to do that. So I'll open another tab and I'll go to my own DBWS page. This is the customer facing side of it, the creativeinkster.stampinup.net. And if I were to go to my projects here on the bar, and this bar shows up for everybody, I have this particular project highlighted as featured, and this is the information I typed in. This is the picture I uploaded, and what I want people to see when they click on view details, it'll open it up and it will show over here as it loads all the different products that I selected and which I used to make that card. And the idea here is that everyone would be, oh, wow, look at all this. I need all this stuff to make the card. And they would click add all to cart. So sometimes you'll see this done by a different platform, but this is the one that comes with your DBWS. So it's already inherent in the $15.95 a month that you pay for the program. So let's close this and we'll get it off. Oh, I'll show you also this again on my page is my projects. That's the featured one. And then below here are other ones that I have posted. And just a hint, these are all scheduled to go on my blog and on my Facebook page on different days, but I just post them right to my projects so that I don't have to go and remember to go and post them there. So you can't pre-schedule in this. So I just have them show up there. I don't think anyone's trolling that part to see that. So I'm going to show you how I did this. I'm actually going to duplicate the good things come to those who wait and show you the steps for doing this. All right, I'm going to close my page and we're back to inside business. What we got here by going from business, resource, library, and my files. Excuse me. And I'm going to add a shareable. There it is already. I've already added it, but I'm going to add it again. So when you click on add shareable, it asks you to put a title. That's a required field. And I recommend putting in sort of the name of the stamp set. And it's the fishing one, but I can't really remember. But I'm going to put fishing bundle. You would know that if you were going in and actually putting something in. Then you choose a file. And that goes to your computer somewhere. And this is where I have that image. It has the watermark on it already. I click on it and click open, and it will put it in here. And then I can put in a description if I like. So I'm going to just copy it from what's already there. That'll just make life quicker and easier. So let me quickly go over there, go to my projects, find that image. Did I call it? Oh, I called it Good Things. My title was Good Things Come to Those Who Wait. I'm just going to copy this here to make it a little bit easier, not have to come up with something on the spot. The one thing I've noticed when you put things in your description is if you put things like quotes or inches, the inches symbol, that kind of thing, or 3.5 by 5, it doesn't like those characters. So I'll put like 3.5 x 5 inches and type the word inches out. So that's something is that you need to just be mindful of. You'll find when you post it, some characters it just doesn't like. So I'll put something in my description. It's totally optional, but you do need a file and you do need a title. So we'll change this to Good Things Come to Those Who Wait. And like I mentioned, it's probably a good idea to put the stamp set in as a searchable field. If someone is searching on that bundle, they may land on your page. And then I'm going to select that I can either have it show up on my site, add to cart, as an external link, or my store. And the one I choose to create this list of products is add to cart. You can choose to publish it to your page right away or not publish it to your page right away. In order to put it on another page like your blog, then you need to have it published on your projects page. So I'm going to just do that automatically. That's why even though my posts are pre-scheduled, I always go in and have this as publish right away, because otherwise I'm going to forget. And you can choose to make it the featured project. You can only have one featured project at a time at this point. Now we're into the good part where we get to choose the product. So I usually have my picture of the card beside me as I'm going here, and I'll put Stampin' Cut in here and press enter. And that brings up anything starting with Stampin' Cut. So I want the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Actually, is that used on this card? It is, because it's actually a bundle. So I will usually put that first. And then I'll put in here the name of the bundle. Golly, I can't remember what it's called. But we'll just skip that for right now. But I would put the name of the bundle. Actually, it's probably over here, isn't it? I'm sorry, that's a little bit convoluted. It's called Gone Fishing. Well, that makes total sense. So we'll call it the Gone. We'll type in Gone Fishing and either press the hour or the magnifying glass or press enter on your keyboard, and it'll bring up anything starting with Gone Fishing. That's not a perfect system. Some things take a long time to show up for some reason, like Night of Navy and Calypso Coral. If you're choosing those as colors, it takes forever. So I'll usually then pick the bundle, and then let's say we're going to pick the paper that was used. So we also had the Let's Go Fishing paper. So that showed up in this. So I can click on that one and it will add it to the top. So by clicking on these, it adds those items above. I typically use the bundle versus the stamp set and the dies because I would like them to get the bundle. But honestly, I guess it makes sense to put the bundle and the dies as well in there, because then should the bundle no longer be available as a bundle, it won't get lost if it's still a current product. And you can grab over here on the 3 lines and move it up and move something way up to the top wherever you want. You can move these around that way. So you don't have to worry about not having them in the correct order that you want them to look like. And then we had Calypso Coral, I think was the colors in there. So when I type that in, you'll see that the please wait goes on for a little while. I guess there must be a lot of things with Calypso Coral in it. It just seems to take a little bit longer for the things that are with this color in the name to show up. So we're just going to select the paper and this, and that's all I'm going to do for right now. But you get the idea. Just keep adding all the products that go into making this card. And then on the bottom, you can hit submit. And it will tell you up in the right here, resource added successfully. and then you'll see it goes in on the top left of all your resources, the most recent one. Oops, I clicked on that. Hold on a second. Now we're going to go back. So if you want to see it on your page, you go back over here to your page and you refresh up at the top. And so it should be appearing twice on my page. It should appear where I put it in date format to show up one day, and then this one that I just created now. And that's how you would add a resource. And here's how I can use those resources is I would want to add this to my blog. So I would click on the little down arrow that's here, click on preview, and there's a link here, a little link icon. And it's got this link here. Use the link above to share this resource with others, even people without an account to this system. The link will load the resource over your selected personal web page. So you can just highlight that and then hit Control-C to copy it. And then if you have a blog or a Facebook page that you want to put it on, here's my blog. I can add a new post. And I'll just quickly show you how I put it in here. So on my posts, go back. I'll show you the one that's already created for this because these are all scheduled to go. Here's the one that I have here. I have it set to publish on May 28th. And that link that I copied from the DBWS is here over supplies lists. So I just highlighted the word supply list. There's a link. Click on that and you enter it in here in your blog. There'll be different things on different blogs. So we're not going to update that. We're just going to close it. So that was a really quick run through, but I wanted you to know that there is capability of doing things like this. So this is free part of your DBWS subscription. You can purchase other platforms that allow you to create lists of products that you can take the code and put it into your blog post. But it's already there. So I like to use what's already available to me. And one note that when products discontinue, they won't show up on the list. So 3, 4, 5 years from now, maybe the Stampin' Cut and Emboss is still there, or the linen thread, or the rhinestones, because those products continue on. But other items do get dropped off, which is kind of an unfortunate side to it. So it does have some shelf life, but it is a feature that you can use even on a short-term basis. I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions about it, you know where to find me. Thanks. Bye for now.